Hey guys, Matt Allen here. Welcome back to TacticalBassin. Today, we are on a school of big pre-spawn bass. I've already caught a few. Wanted to bring you guys along. Watch this live. Let's just let the camera run and see how many of these nice fish we can catch.
Now we've backed up about 45 minutes from the intro. We're back to the very start of the morning. This is my very first cast. I'm throwing a Bait Sanity Antidote. It's a glide bait. It's an extra slow sinking model, so I'm fishing it really slowly just below the surface in shallow water. And you can see I'm doing a lot of aggressive snaps and pops with the rod, trying to draw a reaction strike from these fish. Now here in just a couple of minutes, it's going to work. I'm going to stick one on the glide bait, which is a really short amount of time to be throwing a swim bait and actually have it produce. But that is just the beginning. I have no idea what is coming today. You are about to witness absolute chaos with the blade bait. I'm talking fish on every single cast for I don't know how long. I'm talking big fish absolutely smashing a little tiny blade bait. Today turned out to be one of those truly epic days on the water. Now, if you've never been with us for one of these full-length actual fishing videos, just a little heads up for you. This video is long, so if you want to skip through it, if you open the video description, in every video that we do, when you open that description, you will find links to all of the baits that we throw, the gear that we're using, all of those things. And this video is no different. We'll have all of that in the description. What's different about this video is that in that description, we will also have cut points. So you can jump from fish catch to fish catch. You can skip over long sections where we're just throwing one bait or another if you're not interested in watching it. And you can really just see the highlights of the video. Or you can watch it full length as if you're out there on the water taking it all in yourself. It's entirely up to you. I've pitched that bait back out there thinking I'm on a pattern. I'm going to catch a bunch of fish on this glide bait this morning. I'm about to find out that I'm really, really close to striking gold, but I'm just missing by a little bit. On this morning, the glide bait is not the deal. Now, if you want to continue to watch how I work this glide, feel free to do so for about the next 5 minutes. But if you want to skip ahead to the next fish catch, 10 minutes and 45 seconds is where I make the best decision of the entire day. I set that glide bait down and I pick up a blade bait. Now, this is the moment that is changing the entire course of this day. This might have been a good morning. If I had run around a bunch, maybe I could have caught some more glide bait fish before the sun was up high and they backed out. But getting this bite on this blade bait, I'm throwing a Megabass Dyna response. Getting this bite is changing the course of the day, and we are about to go from what might have been a good day to what is truly an exceptional day. We are about to catch a ton of fish. We are about to catch big fish, and we're going to do it all on light line on a light combo. Nice fish. I'm throwing a 610 medium. It's literally my jerkbait rod. 12-pound fluorocarbon with this blade bait, and they just continue to eat it, cast after cast. That fish hammered that thing. This is one of those days that we all dream about. You know, when you're sitting at home in the middle of winter, just praying for spring to get here, this is what I'm thinking about. I'm thinking about finding a school of fish and getting bit on every cast. Oh, that one unbuttoned. And it was a good fish, too. That fish was probably 4.5, 4 3/4. Little do I know, that fish isn't going to matter for very long. It's about to get serious. We are just getting started. Now right here, that is the second time that our day took a complete turn. I literally turned around and threw the other direction, and now we found the school. This is where the chaos is going to ensue. I thought I was doing well casting one direction when the vast majority of the fish were sitting right behind me. Now, they say what separates professional anglers from everyone else is that they're able to adapt incredibly quickly. They read the situation and they just make the right moves. I, on the other hand, am clearly on amateur hour. I'm getting bit on every cast on the blade bait, and what do I tell myself? Hey, maybe we should try the glide bait again. I mean, we made a dozen casts and got one fish. Why not pick that up and keep throwing that for a while? The reality is I wanted to fact check the bite. I wanted to see if a bigger fish would eat that big bait. So I'm willing to put in the time. In hindsight, clearly a mistake, because this is going to take a little bit of time. If you guys want to jump ahead, again, you can watch me throw the glide. Partway through this, I'm going to make a switch. I decide, hey, maybe the reason I'm not getting bit is that it's the bait sanity. It wasn't. But I cut that off and I tie on a G-Rat Sneaky Pete just to see if that's the issue. And I throw that for a little while. That's not working either. If you guys want to skip ahead, skip the 31 minutes and 40 seconds. That's when I say, okay, I've had enough of this. Let's pick that blade back up. And what do you know? Halfway through the very first cast, I'm onto another fish. And little do I know, the cast after that, there's a giant coming.
smoked it. Super subtle, complete opposite.
Now I finally got the blade back in my hand. I'm back on track. Amateur hour is over. We know what the pattern is, and it's time to get serious. It's amazing how quickly those fish just immediately start to feed again. As a swim bait fisherman, I know, and you know, that it takes dedication. You have to keep throwing that big bait. But a lot of anglers that are new to swim baiting don't know when it's time to just set that thing down. As you watch the rest of this video, look at that thing. He's got it choked, absolutely choked. As you watch the rest of this video, keep in mind, if we had kept throwing the glide, the rest of this probably never would have happened. Even as a swim bait angler, you've got to know when to set it down, pick up a blade bait. Oh, I had my phone out too. That's the magic. I don't know what it is. I always get good bites when I pull that phone out. That's almost like cheating. And there she is.
This could be the right fish. There, Mama. Oh, that'll do. Got him. Too cool.
What a giant bass. Blade baits don't just catch little ones, they catch monsters. That is awesome.
This is crazy. Fouled me up. That thing hit like a freight train. This is what spring bass fishing is all about. This is why we tell you to cover water and build patterns so you can find schools instead of just one fish here or one fish there. This school, I started out fan casting, seems to be about 30 or 40 yards wide of fish. Start out with a tight drag and then back it down once I hook up, so I get a good positive hook set way out there. There we go. Lost him. Too much fun. Let's keep it going. Crazy. So good right now. This is a nice fish. Better than the last one. Calm down. Calm down. Jeez. It just won't quit. What do you guys say we throw back out there? Bait feels foul. If it was. Nope, fixed itself. Come on, dude. Come back for it. I go 2 casts in a row without a bite. That's not good. That's it's back to like normal life. Bet you we get another one on this cast though. I think they're a little bit farther out. Those last two casts are a little shorter. Got him. This is awesome. Hey, come back. Where do you think you're going? Boat's over here. Nice fish. These fish are so nice. Not just a bunch of them, a bunch of big ones. Well, I think that was the key. I think they're a little farther over. At some point we should probably retie, but some point soon. Let's keep it alive a little longer. Golly. You think these fish are fired up? Bulking up? Man. This is what the pre-spawn is all about. Thanks, bud. This next cast, I'm gonna fire one back the other way so I can kind of walk you guys through what I'm doing. I know you're just looking at my back here, but I'll show you what this retrieve is about. So what I've got here is a Megabass blade bait. Just like we talk about bottom fishing that LV 500, this is the same thing. I'm just doing it on 12-pound fluoro and my 610 medium X Pride, my jerk bait rod. Literally my jerk bait combo. Whew, I'm gonna retie while we're talking about this. Literally my jerk bait combo with this blade. But the idea is that you hop it along the bottom just like you would that LV 500. Those fish come out and smash it. You fish it with your rod tip high, and you just lift the bait just enough to feel it vibrate, and then you let it settle back down. Lift, let it settle. Lift, let it settle. If you've got a really snaggy bottom, it can be a frustrating technique, but it still works. You just need a good lure retriever to get it back out. But right now we're fishing on a sandy, muddy bottom, and it's great. So let me throw in this way. I'll kind of walk you through it. So I let my bait hit the bottom, reel up my slack, and we're fishing on a flat, so it's not deep. Reel up my slack, and then once I'm tight, it'll look like I'm making a bigger pull than I am, because some of it's taking out slack. But once I actually connect with my bait, I only pull it about 18 inches. That's it. Just enough to feel the first 3 or 4 flutters, and then I let it fall back down. Most of the bites will come as it's falling back to the bottom. It vibrates up. Oh, sank something. There we go. And a fish. Golly. I guess they're over there too. Most of the bites come as it falls back to bottom after hopping up. That hop up, they come charging for it. Oh, don't go back in those talons. Come here. Feisty little guy. They come charging up, and when that thing starts to fall, they grab it. Maybe we should send another cast over there, huh? See what we get. So again, just a subtle lift and drop is all it is. And this works in the spring, like this, pre-spawn. It works exceedingly well fall through winter. It's an amazing technique. But you can come through on a lake where a lot of guys throw lipless in the spring. They burn traps, they do that sort of thing, throw red-eye shads. You can come in behind those guys, bottom hopping, and catch a boatload of fish. Nothing like running into another school behind you. that it over there? Come on. There's two of you? Send one more farther down here. Must have been the outliers down on this end of the school. Turn around and fire back into the heart of them here in a second. I mentioned these fish are in pretty shallow water, and they're in like 2 to 5 feet of water up here, aggressively feeding in the morning on bait fish. Once the sun gets too high, they all back out of here. I don't think it's too high yet, but boy, it feels like a light switch, doesn't it? All right, guys, I think we'll wrap it up here. Hopefully you enjoyed that little bit different style video than normal. No editing, no cuts, showing you really how aggressive these fish can get, that they'll just go cast after cast after cast if you put in the time, cover water, and locate those schools. These fish were sitting on a really minor secondary point. It's shallow here. This is a natural lake, so it's not those big steep reservoir points, but it's a secondary point, shallow water. Fish move up on it and feed, and then back off as that sun comes up. That was fun. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I really did. Throwing some different stuff and just getting those fish to go. Springtime is awesome. If you enjoyed the video, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and we'll talk to you soon.